Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke Logan lately reminded Carter Walton that the achievement was wrong. Brooke also admitted she rued losing Ridge Forrester to take the CEO position. It seems Brooke could find a way to get the company back into the Forrester family's hands. Could Brooke end up tricking Carter just as he did to Ridge? Carter decided to take over Forrester Creations. Convinced that Eric Forrester, Ridge, and Steffi Forrester Finnegan were making the wrong decision, Carter put his own name as director of the LLC and tricked the co-CEOs into subscribing the documents. After that, Carter suggested that Brooke be the company's new CEO. Brooke accepted the position with the intention of chancing a way to reverse the LLC. Still, Brooke didn't give Ridge a heads up, so of course he thinks she betrayed him. Brooke keeps telling Ridge that she's going to fix this situation. Still, Brooke really doesn't have any idea how she's going to do that just yet. Brooke formally tried to reason with Carter formally again. While Carter does lament that Ridge can't be a part of the expansion vision, he still justifies his decision. Brooke told Carter that it was wrong, but wasn't suitable to move him to do anything different. After that discussion with Carter, Brooke does make another visit to Ridge. So, Brooke might tell Ridge that Carter is showing remorse. Ridge is doubtful to believe anything Brooke has to say right now, however. It's possible that Brooke might give Carter a bit of air. Carter tricked Ridge and Steffi into subscribing those LLC papers. Could Carter get so busy and consumed with Daphne Rose that Brooke can do the same thing to him? Could Carter just blindly subscribe a paper, just like Ridge and Steffi did? Is it possible that Brooke might get Forrester Creations back into the hands of the family? While Brooke might earn redemption with Ridge and the Forrester family, it could beget a new problem with Hope Logan. Hope's success is riding on her relationship with Carter, and the fact that he runs effects now. So, if the company suddenly ends up back in the Forrester family's hands, Brooke could end up being responsible for HFTF being killed off for the last time. Daphne Rose has agreed to betray Carter Walton for Steffi Forrester. Still, effects may not be progressing as snappily as Daphne would like since Hope Logan is around to intrude them any time they're alone. Will Daphne suggest an Eschewell of City trip? Daphne and Steffi don't want to let this go on any longer. Steffi has promised to get Forrester Creations back in the hands of the Forresters. Still, Carter being so near to Hope isn't helping effects. Daphne needs some distance between them so he can bait Carter into her bed. Will Carter fall into the trap with Hope not another? Daphne clearly cannot work right under Hope's eyes. Hope isn't about to leave her alone with Carter long enough for Daphne to do her magic. Could Steffi suggest that Daphne invite Carter on a trip to Paris to put some distance between Carter and Hope? Will Carter leave Hope to handle Forrester while he goes out of city with Daphne? Carter may claim to be head over heels for Hope, still, he's falling each over Daphne. Daphne is playing Carter like a fine-tuned swindle, and it seems that he'll soon be saying, "Hope who?" Carter is allowing himself to be tempted, and Hope has indeed walked in on his enchantment with Daphne. Can Hope manage to keep her man? Daphne has no intention of missing out on Carter and Hope's takedown, and it seems she and Steffi will be putting their heads together to up the game. After all, there has to be some way to keep Hope from going on this adventure. Daphne doesn't need any distractions when it comes to Carter. Will Carter really go on this trip without Hope tagging along? Daphne could clearly suggest a press release stint for the Forrester incense line. After all, Carter believes this is the real thing, so he'd clearly jump at the chance. Carter and Daphne could put this whole stint together for her to spring the Verity on him. Will Carter go on with Daphne's idea? Steffi may indeed suggest this since she's chairman of the company. Hope suspects that Steffi is over to commodity underhanded, but will she figure out the plan before it can be put in stir? Will Hope be caught off guard and blindsided by this suggestion? Hope will be shocked to realize that Carter isn't as pious as she thinks. Will Hope be the one left before in the end? Poppy Nozawa kept averring it wasn't possible for John Finn Finnegan to be Luna Nozawa's father. With April helping Finn and Lee Finnegan with multiple maternity tests, could there be commodity differently going on? What if Finn is Aunt Luna's father at all? Keep reading and let's talk about what could be with this plot. Luna has been intimately transferred from captivity to Bill Spencer's manse on house arrest. Bill and Luna have been doing a lot of talking, including the fake maternity test. Suckers might recall that Luna bought a fake maternity test online. Still, Bill wanted to be sure of the results and had an alternate test done by Lee Finnegan. It was unanticipated for Luna, but she managed to keep her taradiddle going. The 2 maternity tests were mentioned lately, which suggests that they will pop up formally again. Luna and Bill weren't the only bones to get maternity tests lately. Lee has always suspected that Penelope Poppy Nozawa betrayed her in the Croker's own home. After Luna's DNA didn't match Tom Starr's liver, Lee stuck a needle in Jack Finnegan and induced he was the father. Still, Jack was Aunt Luna's father moreover. After Lee told Finn what happened with Jack, he'd a lightbulb moment. Finn asked Poppy if he was Luna's father, but she kept denying it. After Poppy left, Finn did 2 maternity tests on the DNA sample Luna had on train at the sanitarium. Each incident alone might not mean anything. Still, put all the tests together and there seems to be commodity wrong. Perhaps Luna's DNA vial was mislabeled, or it's not her blood at all? Perhaps someone is tampering with tests at the sanitarium across the board. The one person who seems to have access is April, the lab tech. April was the bone who brought Tom's toxicology report to Lee as the Croker was scuffling with Hollis' death. April was also the bone who brought Tom's liver and Luna's DNA to Lee. April sounded each too eager to help Lee break her riddle. April gushed about how much she respected Lee. While that might be true, it sounded a bit important for a lab tech/Croker dynamic. April was also the bone that brought Luna's DNA to Finn as well as the maternity tests. Still, also they should get fresh samples, not use old bones on train if anyone wants an accurate test result. There's no guarantee those vials haven't been meddled with or mislabeled. Going a bit further, flashback when Lee brought a maternity test to Bill's house? Is it possible that April was the bone that gave Lee the test? Could April have also been involved in Tom and Hollis' deaths? While suckers know Luna killed both men, detergents love to rewrite history. Finn Finnegan to try to stop his family from falling piecemeal. Meanwhile, Electra Forrester has questions about Luna Nozawa which Will Spencer tries to answer. Actually, Electra will have some questions for Will. This is likely one of the scenes from the daily exercise clip. In that clip, Electra and Will sit on the settee at Bill Spencer's manse. As usual, Luna Nozawa is still wiretapping on Will's private discussion. Electra will ask Will about his first prints of Luna. Suckers know that Will no way trusted Luna or Penelope Poppy Nozawa. Will tried to be affable with Luna. At one time, it sounded Luna and Will were civil. Still, Will no way stopped being suspicious, which was clear in his exchanges with Katie Logan. Still, perhaps there was commodity that Will kept to himself. However, espionage Luna will hang on to that as her preoccupation grows, if Will says anything positive. Finn will desperately try to keep his family from falling piecemeal. Finn just learned that he's Luna's real father. Not only will this reignite the feud between Poppy and Lee Finnegan, but it could peril Finn's marriage to Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Suckers might also see Thursday's occasion include Lee Finnegan looking into Luna's captivity exposure a bit more. Poppy sounded more upset about what happened to Luna. For Lee, she might be more upset about bodies piling up again. That could impel Lee to use some of her important connections to get to the verity. Still, she'll explode if Lee manages to find out that Luna is staying with Bill. Lee used to consider Bill a good friend and an idol. While Bill might try to explain himself, is there any possibility of redemption? It might feel insolvable, but in detergents, they generally find a way, so stay tuned.